Hey there, coin lovers. Ever held a coin and wondered about its journey? How many hands it has passed through? How much history it holds? Well, today, we're diving into the world of a small yet significant piece of metal, the 50 halala coin from Saudi Arabia. It may seem like just another coin at first glance, but once you dig deeper, you'll see it's much more than that. It carries history, tradition, and a unique place in the economy of one of the wealthiest countries in the world. Think about it. Most people don't even pay attention to small denominations. They're tossed into pockets, forgotten in drawers, or left as change at a store counter. But every coin tells a story, and the 50 halala coin is no different. By the end of this video, you'll never look at it the same way again. To start, let's talk about the basics. The Saudi Arabian currency system is built around the rial, with 100 halalas making up 1 rial. In many countries, smaller denominations lose their importance over time, but in Saudi Arabia, the 50 halala coin has remained relevant, especially for daily transactions. It's commonly used for small purchases, transportation fares, and vending machines, making it an essential part of the economy. Now, if you've ever held a 50 halala coin, you know it has a distinct shiny silver color. That's because it's made from copper nickel, an alloy of copper and nickel that gives it durability while maintaining a bright metallic appearance. This isn't just for looks. This material helps the coin withstand years of use without wearing out too quickly. Take a closer look at the coin, and you'll notice its intricate design. One side typically features the words Kingdom of Saudi Arabia written in Arabic, along with the number 50 representing its denomination. It also includes the Hijri, Islamic, and Gregorian years, showing when the coin was minted. Flip it over, and you'll usually find Saudi Arabia's national emblem, a palm tree above 2 cross swords. This symbol represents prosperity, strength, and justice, reflecting the country's core values. It's fascinating to think about how every detail on a coin has a purpose. Saudi Arabia's currency design is heavily tied to heritage and identity, ensuring that even the smallest unit, like the 50 halala, carries symbols of national pride. But have you ever wondered how Saudi Arabia's currency system came to be? It wasn't always like this. Before the country established its own monetary system, people in the region used a mix of foreign currencies, including the Indian rupee, Ottoman lira, and British pound. This created confusion, and as the newly founded Kingdom of Saudi Arabia started growing, it became clear that the country needed its own official currency. That's when the Saudi rial was introduced, along with its subunits like the halala. Over time, different coins were issued, each with unique designs and compositions. The 50 halala coin has been part of this system for decades, though its design has seen various modifications. Older versions had different metal compositions and slightly varied inscriptions, making some additions more valuable to collectors today. Speaking of collectors, let's talk about the rarity and value of the 50 halala coin. While it's still commonly used in Saudi Arabia, some older versions are now considered rare. The value of a coin in the collector's market depends on several factors, including its mint year, condition, and unique features. A well-preserved 50 halala coin from an early minting period can be worth far more than its face value to a numismatist, a fancy term for coin collectors. Now, let's consider the real-world use of this coin. Have you ever been in a situation where you're just a few halalas short at a store or vending machine? That's where the 50 halala coin comes in handy. Even though digital payments are becoming more popular in Saudi Arabia, cash transactions still play a significant role in many places, and these smaller denominations ensure that exact amounts can be paid easily. It's also interesting to note that inflation plays a big role in how often people use smaller coins. In some countries, low-value coins end up disappearing from circulation because they become practically useless. But in Saudi Arabia, the economy has remained stable enough that coins like the 50 halala still hold value for everyday transactions. But here's a question for you. Have you ever come across a special edition of the 50 halala coin? Sometimes, countries release commemorative coins to celebrate significant events. And while Saudi Arabia is known more for issuing commemorative banknotes, it has also produced unique coins from time to time. If you're lucky, you might come across a limited edition 50 halala coin that's worth way more than its face value. Even though this coin is small in size, its significance is much larger. It represents Saudi Arabia's rich history, economic stability, and cultural pride. It has passed through countless hands, played a role in millions of daily transactions, and continues to be a part of the country's financial system. There's still so much more to uncover about this coin. Its variations, how collectors determine its worth, and some interesting facts that might just surprise you. Stay with me as we dive even deeper into the fascinating world of the 50 Halala coin. The 50 Halala coin might seem like just another small denomination, but when you look at its history, usage, and collectability, you realize it's more than just a piece of metal. It's a symbol of Saudi Arabia's evolving economy, culture, and national identity. This small coin has circulated for years, passing through countless hands, playing its part in daily transactions, and quietly holding its place in the world of numismatics. Let's take a deeper dive into its rarity and collectability. While most people might not think twice before spending a 50 Halala coin, collectors around the world are constantly searching for unique or rare versions. Coins become valuable for various reasons: minting errors, special editions, and even historical significance. Some 50 Halala coins minted in earlier years, especially those from limited production runs, can be worth much more than their face value. Collectors pay close attention to details like the mint year, the condition of the coin, and any unusual markings or errors. If a coin was produced in a year when fewer coins were minted, it automatically becomes rarer and more sought after. For example, if a certain batch of 50 Halala coins had a slight misalignment in the inscription or a variation in the Arabic calligraphy, those coins could be worth significantly more. Condition is another major factor in a coin's value. Coins that have been in circulation for years often show signs of wear, scratches, fading inscriptions, or discoloration. But if you happen to find an uncirculated 50 Halala coin, one that has never been used and is still in mint condition, its value in the collector's market can be much higher. Some collectors even seek out proof coins, which are specially minted for collectors and have an extra shiny, mirror-like surface. Have you ever wondered how coin collectors determine the true worth of a coin? There's actually a grading system used worldwide, where coins are ranked based on their condition. A coin in poor condition might only be worth its face value, while a coin in mint or near mint condition can fetch a premium price. Some 50 Halala coins that are well preserved, especially from earlier years, have been sold in auctions for much more than expected. But the 50 Halala coin isn't just valuable to collectors. It's an important part of Saudi Arabia's monetary system. Even though digital transactions and credit cards are becoming more common, physical cash is still widely used, especially in smaller towns and traditional markets. Many people rely on these coins for small transactions, whether it's buying a snack from a street vendor, paying for parking, or getting exact change at a local store. Saudi Arabia has always been a country with a strong cultural and historical identity, and its coins reflect that. Every country's currency tells a story about its economy and values, and the 50 Halala coin is no exception. The design, the inscriptions, and even the metal composition all carry meaning. The emblem on the coin, the palm tree and cross swords, is one of the most recognizable symbols of Saudi Arabia. The palm tree represents prosperity and growth, while the sword symbolizes strength and unity. This is a powerful message, reminding people that even in something as small as a coin, national pride and heritage are embedded. The production of coins like the 50 Halala doesn't just happen overnight. The Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority, SAMA, oversees the entire process, from designing the coins to minting them and ensuring they meet strict quality standards. The materials used, the weight, and even the edges of the coin are carefully controlled to prevent counterfeiting and ensure consistency in circulation. Speaking of counterfeiting, have you ever thought about how governments protect coins from being faked? While it's much more common for paper currency to be counterfeited, coins also have security features that make them hard to replicate. The specific metal composition, unique weight, and detailed engravings make it difficult for anyone to produce a convincing counterfeit of a 50 Halala coin. Plus, modern technology has made it easier to spot fake coins, ensuring that only genuine currency remains in circulation. Let's talk about how the 50 Halala coin fits into the bigger picture of Saudi Arabia's economic growth. Over the past few decades, the kingdom has undergone massive transformations, from being an oil-dependent economy to diversifying into tourism, entertainment, and technology. This economic shift has also influenced the way people use money. In many parts of the world, smaller denominations like the 50 halala coin slowly disappear as inflation reduces their purchasing power. But in Saudi Arabia, the government has managed to maintain the value of its currency, ensuring that even small coins remain useful. Prices for common goods and services often still include halalas, meaning people continue to use these coins in everyday transactions. However, the way people spend money is changing. Digital wallets and contactless payments are becoming more common in Saudi Arabia, especially with younger generations. Services like Apple Pay, STC Pay, and Mata Pay are making cashless transactions easier than ever. But even as digital payments grow, physical coins like the 50 halala still hold an important role in the economy. Another interesting fact about the 50 halala coin is its use in vending machines and transportation systems. Many vending machines in Saudi Arabia still accept these coins, making them essential for buying snacks, drinks, or even metro tickets. Similarly, some public transport systems and parking meters require small coins, keeping the demand for the 50 halala alive. For tourists visiting Saudi Arabia,